Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to what is going to be the second to last Drag Race UK review. Well, not really because it has gotten renewed for season 2, but that's probably not gonna come out for a long time considering they already have so many other Drag Race related things in the works. They have All Stars 5, they're doing the Celebrity Drag Race, they have season 12, they're doing Drag Race Canada. It's ridiculous. There's so much, but I'm not mad. But starting the episode off, we have the top 4 queens, which is obviously Divina, Cheryl, and Vivian, and surprisingly, oh, I fucked that up. Surprisingly, Cheryl, but obviously Baga, Divina, and Vivian. I really did not expect Cheryl to make it this far once the season started. I don't think she really should have made it this far. They obviously just wanted her there so she could meet Cheryl herself, but whatever. She's cute and entertaining nonetheless, so good for Cheryl. But I think it was pretty obvious going into this episode that Cheryl probably, spoiler alert, would not be making it to the top 3, let's be honest. Because that RuPaul comes into the workroom and tells everybody that there's going to be a good old-fashioned bitch fest, and I thought, could it be true? Is it really gonna happen? And yes, it is true. They finally brought it back.
For today's mini challenge, we're throwing a bitch fest. And we're gonna do it with puppets.
The Brit crew comes out with the big pink hole, and the girls go and fist it. And Divina, she is really always on. You could tell that she's very smart because just when she goes to grab her puppet from the big pink hole, she like rubs her butt against the Brit crew, and then it's, I don't know. You could tell that Divina really knows what she's doing.
Divina DeCampo, be gentle. Okay. Sorry. How'd you think I feel when you call my name?
And Divina also ended up winning the puppet challenge when she got Cheryl whole, and there was a kind of cute but kind of sad moment with Cheryl when she said that she decided that she was going to also claim this as a win for herself because Divina had Cheryl as a character, which is, it's a little sad.
Cheryl, you're such a cowbag.
Bag of Chips as Vivian, she nailed the voice but really wasn't that funny, and I feel like Cheryl, I liked the physical humor. She threw her puppet.
Ooh, it's me, Bag of Chips. And then I turn for that runway, and I go, and then it's done.
I don't even remember what Vivian really said about Divina. Oh, she put her face in the powder. That was funny, I guess. But like I said, Divina DeCampo wins the mini challenge. And I don't really think that she got rewarded anything for this because it is so far into the competition and what this challenge really was. I don't think she really got anything for winning this one, but still, good for her, just another win under her belt. But then RuPaul announces that it's going to be the Makeover Challenge, which is always my favorite episode of Drag Race. I know it's Raven's favorite episode too, just one of the many things that her and I have in common besides our flawless makeup. They're not going to be making over men or weird old guys or anything. They're going to be making over their mothers and their sisters, which is so cute. And I think this is maybe like the third time they've done this. They definitely did it on All Stars, which is when Alaska had her meltdown. So I think this may be like the second time they did it with the moms. And I think it's a really great idea. So when the sisters and the moms come in, my immediate thought when I see Gina, who is Cheryl's sister, is that she looks exactly like Cheryl, and then immediately everybody starts saying the same thing, and I was like, okay, so it's not just me. And then Divina's sister comes in, and you can tell that she is just a natural beauty. It didn't look like she had a ton of makeup on at all. She looked like she was pretty barefaced, but she was just absolutely gorgeous and so charming and just such a lovely woman. And then it's Bag of Chips and Vivian's mothers who come in next, and I don't know if that was the order, but Bag of Chips and Vivian had their mothers come in, and I really have a soft spot for middle-aged women, I don't know. So I love them both. I think they're so freaking cute. Oh my god. There's no really intense emotional moments with the family, like when Detox's sister walked in and Detox immediately started to like break down on All Stars 2. There wasn't anything like that. It was all lighthearted and fun, and I really loved everybody's chemistry. We can already get a little slight glimpse into Bag of Chips and Mom having a little bit of awkward tension. in the walkthroughs because Bagga's already talking over her a lot, not really letting her mom speak. But you know, like Bagga said, we don't really know her, we don't know their relationship, so not judging, but just saying. And I also really loved Vivian's relationship with her mom. Fucking hilarious. The first thing she said to her mom when they sat down was, "So mom, have you shaved your minge?"
So, I hope you're ready.
Yes.
Because I've been winning a lot, so you better not bring me down, mother. No. Right, first things first, have you shaved your minge?
James.
When I was watching the IMHO review for this episode, Dixie Lynn Cartwright pointed out that Bagga's mom always sounds like she's crying. And I didn't realize that the first time I watched it, but rewatching the episode, she really does, and it is very weird. So, just hearing everything that Bagga's mom's saying, she kind of talks like this the whole time, so you think she's gonna cry. And I think that's what made it even worse for Bagga when Bagga was, like, talking over her and kind of being a bitch, because her mom already seemed so sad, so when she got sad, it was just even worse. And then we cut to Cheryl and her sister Gina trying on outfits, deciding what they're gonna do. They're behind, like, the rice paper wall or whatever the hell. And they're trying on the costume. They're struggling a little bit, but they're confident they're gonna get into it. And then the zipper busts on Cheryl's costume, which thank God for the producers, because that was really the only bad thing that happened to Cheryl. Other than that, I think they really would have had no other reason to send her home this episode, but they clearly had to send her home. So I think it's a good thing for the storyline that her zipper did pop. Also, the next day she also says that she was at an emotional breaking point or something along those lines. So she's kind of setting herself up to go home, and she obviously knew that she was going to go home, which is why in her exit she was in such great spirits and was smiling and laughing and making jokes the whole time. It was probably the most I've enjoyed Cheryl this entire competition, was her getting eliminated, and not just to be shady. She was just very likable in that moment. So the girls are getting ready for the runway, and when Vivian is doing her mom's makeup, it looks stunning. I've said it a few times in the past few episodes that I love Vivian's makeup, but seeing how good she painted her mom just proves that Vivian is such a fantastic makeup artist. I want her to do a tutorial on how she does her facelift tapes, because she doesn't use actual tapes. It looks like she just uses like the medical tape, but she does it so well. I want to see a tutorial on that. Going onto the runway, RuPaul is wearing Morgan's wedding gown from season 2. And looking absolutely gorgeous. I love that RuPaul's showing off her legs. I wonder if she's padded. I'm very curious if RuPaul is wearing padding. If she does, the skin color for those pantyhose is flawless, because I cannot tell at all. So first up is Cheryl Hole and her sister Sissy Hole. I don't think she chose the name Sissy Hole to necessarily be extremely perverted. I think for her it was more just like, well, she's my sister, so she's Sissy Hole. Like a very quick and simple. But I feel like the name Sissy Hole is just very perverted. Then after the Sissy Hole, we have the Vivian and the Mother, which very simple name, but very impactful and to the point. And let me just say, this is my favorite look of the night, but I really don't, it's not that special. I think it's extremely polished, it's beautiful, the Mother's makeup looks great. Obviously Vivian's hair is a little better. That's what, they talked about it on the show. The Mother's makeup, like I said, is fucking gorgeous. Vivian is such an incredible makeup artist, and just such a visionary in general. So I'm not surprised that she killed this challenge. I mean, I'm surprised that she didn't win this challenge, but I'm not surprised she didn't kill. I thought at first that Vivian's necklace was part of the dress, but then I realized it was just a big blue crystal necklace, and I love that, and I really want one of those. Davina and her sister Delisha come out next, and they're both in, well, Davina's wearing a fake pregnant stomach. Delisha's sister's actually knocked up. But they came out in the ugliest dresses ever. This white dress with the crystals over the boobs and a little bit on the puss. And then you could totally see, like, the bra underneath it. Like, these dresses were hideous. I hated them. I'm sorry, I don't understand how she won. I really think Vivian should have won. I get that she had the pregnant belly and that was a cute idea, but I thought that was kind of obvious that I would have done that too. I didn't think it was that groundbreaking. But finally we have Bag of Chips and Sack of Spuds, which I think that is the best name, Sack of Spuds. That is such a perfect, like, homonym to Bag of Chips. Is homonym the right word? I don't know. They're just great. They're the same but different and still funny. I don't know. Great name, Sack of Spuds, love it. But the look, on the other hand, certainly do not love. The makeup is rough. I didn't have high expectations for the makeup, but it's, you know. If I was Vaga, I wouldn't have even bothered covering her brows, honestly. And then the wig is also not the best. Again, I feel like if you're doing your mom and they have a women's hairline, just style her hair really nicely. I don't know, do you have to put a wig on them? Who knows? I didn't really have a problem with Baga's look. I know that the judges really hated it, but I thought it was fine. And Michelle said that Cheryl's look, not Baga, I'm talking about Cheryl again. Michelle called Cheryl's look a cop-out because she was just wearing those bodysuits. But I felt like the fringe was so long on the bodysuits that it kind of passed as like a mini skirt. I feel like she was being really harsh just to even further the narrative that Cheryl has to go home and that she made it farther than they expected. I don't know. When they're judging, they're gushing over Vivian. I feel like I can't remember a single bad thing that they said about Vivian's look, other than that they didn't really care about the mom's hair, but then the mom had a cute joke about how she would have preferred to have Vivian's hair but wouldn't let her have it.
There's a little bit
Bit
of a
like,
yeah.
I would have preferred this one. You would have let me have it.
And they laughed, so she had to come back. I really thought Vivian should have and was going to win this challenge. However, they give the win to Davina DeCampo. She gets her third Rpdr badge, which means all three of the top three have 3 badges. 3 sets of 3, come on. But I really didn't know why they loved Davina's look so much. I thought that that dress was absolutely horrid, and I did not care for it at all. And in the Untucked segment, there was a moment when Vivian, like, said, "You should apologize to your mom because you were a little bit harsh on the runway." And Baga, of course, like, brushed over, like, "Oh, I know I didn't hurt your feelings, but blah, 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 blah." And then once the moms again start talking, Baga started talking over her, making excuses. And the mom started crying, and it was the most emotional moment of the entire season. It was more emotional than Davina breaking down. It was worse than Something Wong's story. Watching Bag of Chips' mother cry was very painful, and it was very hard to watch. Even though it was very brief, it was hard. So Bag of Chips and Cheryl Hole are in the bottom. They're lip syncing to Amy Winehouse, which the second I saw that it was, the second I heard that it was an Amy Winehouse song, I knew clearly Cheryl Hole is gonna go home. They want Bag of Chips to win with an Amy Winehouse song. She already came out episode 1 with an Amy Winehouse costume. Well, Amy Winehouse inspired look, we'll say. So it was kind of like a full circle kind of thing, you know, because she was in the top that first week, now she was in the bottom. So it was very obvious Cheryl was going to go home, okay? But yes, Cheryl Hole got eliminated. She did a great lip sync. This was maybe one of the strongest lip syncs of the season. It still wasn't insanely high energy and incredible, but a lot of the lip syncs this season were kind of weak, let's just be honest. But I'm very excited for next episode. I'm excited for the other queens to come back. This looks like it's gonna be fun. I hope it's not another jury. I hope it's just a built-in reunion. Maybe this episode will be like an hour and a half or something. Who knows? I'm pretty sure they're just doing a classic top 3 challenge. They're gonna do verses to one of RuPaul's songs and perform, I'm assuming. I don't remember what they said, but that's probably what they're gonna do. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen. I see a lot of people right now online are Team Davina, saying that she has the best track record. But I don't know. I really think Vivian is going to win. The second I saw who the cast was, I thought Vivian was going to win. And I think a lot of people felt that way. But we will see. I feel bad everyone is like anti-Baga after this last episode because of how she treated her mom. But Baga still has the most followers on Instagram out of any of the girls, so I think that really says something these days. Excited to see the next episode. I'm excited to see who wins. I can't believe that the season's already over. It was a quick season. It kept me on my toes. I enjoyed every moment. I missed pretty much every queen when they got eliminated. And I really think that they should do the US seasons more like this one. And I think that this was a very experimental thing for WoW to see if people will still like the old format, kinda, you know what I mean? I don't know. Sadly, you can't see my hair that well. You can't see the whole thing. But I worked very hard on it, so I'm a little disappointed. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you comment below and tell me what you liked. And if you didn't like it, then also comment below and tell me what you didn't like. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel and make sure that you like, or again, if you didn't like it, make sure that you dislike it. That's okay too. I can handle it. But again, thank you so much for watching. I love you. Bye.